Hungarian tanks did not have a major impact in the war. They were built in small batches, got into service late, and became obsolete quickly. The tanks themselves weren't exactly Hungarian either. Their foreign roots were easy to spot. Still, we need to do them justice. The Hungarians attempted sophisticated designs, improved them, and achieved a high quality. Their national industry was pretty good, even though it couldn't make as many vehicles as the German one. In a parallel universe, they could have developed a tank-building school of their own, equal to the Italian or the Czech one. But fate had it otherwise. Losing the First World War proved to be catastrophic for Hungary. The 1920 treaty had the nation lose 72% of its territory, 64% of its population, vast resources, and access to the sea. The navy was gone, and the army was reduced to only 35,000 troops. Military aircraft, heavy artillery, and tanks were banned. All the Hungarians could do in those challenging circumstances was establish a relationship with Italy to purchase around 150 tankettes that got old very quickly. 1938 saw a drastic change in the situation. With the help of Italy and Germany, Hungary got back its lost land in no time and began rebuilding its army openly. They had no time to develop tanks from scratch, but they did have some modern factories. It was natural to start building a licensed production. Choosing a light tank didn't take long. Hungary licensed the Swedish L-60 and named it Toldi. At the time, the L-60 was a pretty modern design with torsion bar suspension. However, Hungary failed to mass-produce them due to a shortage of German engines. Moreover, light tanks were soon pushed into secondary roles. The battlefields needed much more powerful machines. The medium tank took a while to find. The German Panzer IV could have been a good option, but Germany had a high demand for tanks itself. The Italians were dragging out licensing, and their machines were much worse, to be frank. A medium tank from Škoda looked like the most suitable option, but that came with its own issues. The prototype was first tested by the Germans, then by the Romanians, and then the Hungarians had to dig through lots of red tape. And when, by 1940, they finally did their own tests and settled with the blueprints, the Czech tank was hopelessly outdated. They had no choice but to launch it into production, even that late. In 1942, Manfred Weiss factory started producing Turan medium tanks based on the Czech project. Their riveted armor made them look like museum exhibits, but they had their own strength too. Epicyclic gearbox and pneumatic servos turned out to be very comfortable to control. All tanks also received good radios and German optics. Turan's turret had 3 seats and a German-style cupola. The tank commander had no part in servicing the gun. Still, the Hungarians knew perfectly well that the new tank was old even before it started production. In 1943, the Turan II was made. Its frontal armor was increased to 50 millimeters, and the turret got a new 75 millimeter cannon. This made it an alternative for the Panzer IV-F, albeit 2 years late. The Turans saw their first battles in 1944, and despite the good skills of the Hungarian tankers, they had no chances against the IS-2 and the T-34-85. Still, the Hungarian engineers fought till the end despite all issues. They used the Turan to develop the Zrinyi self-propelled gun, a good Stu-42 alternative. The Turan III prototype received a long-barrel 75mm gun and better armor. But in the same year of 1944, the Allies destroyed the Hungarian factories, and the nation saw a coup d'etat soon afterwards. And that's how the 5-year-long story of Hungarian tank building ended.